Okay, so as you probably imagined, this is just as simple as T-charts. I picked a couple of the harder problems, number 5 and number 6. I want to go through with you to talk about some of the shortcuts that you could possibly take. First thing is, you need to know how to plug in a T-chart. So you're going to take -4 and plug it in up here. And if you know your order of operations, -4 squared is 16, then times the -2. So we take the number and we square it first, then times, because exponents come before multiplying. So, once again, -4 squared is 16, times -2 is -32. Then, -4 times that -8 makes positive 32. And then -7. Notice there's no x there, so you can't stick in a -4. So, it's just -7. So, if you do the math, -32 plus 32 minus 7 is -7. And there's our first order pair, -4, comma, -7. See, it's the input and the output, and just like independent, dependent, like we did way back in Unit 5. So I'm going to go ahead and graph that point, -4, -7, and there's my first order pair. Okay, and we got to do that 5 times. So -3, plug it in. -3 squared is 9, times -2 is 18, -18. -3 times that -8 is positive 24. Minus 7, -18 and positive 24 makes 6. Minus 7 is -1. So -3, -1. Right there. Okay, and I'm not going to talk through every single one of these, but I'm going to do the math here, so if you want to follow along, you're more than welcome. -2 squared is 4 times -2. And make sure that you can pause this video if you need to, okay? Right now would be a good spot to pause it and finish the last couple. As you see, I worked ahead a couple of the problems, and I got a couple more ordered pairs done, so I've got 4 of them on there. And as you can see, this parabola, this little curve, is going down, so it's going to be something like this. Now, if you go back to what we talked about when we did lines of symmetry, see these 2 points? If they're straight across from each other, that means halfway in between would be your line of symmetry. So that means if I know the line of symmetry is right here at -2, I can go ahead and draw it in there. And I don't have a straight edge on my little Moby here, so I'm just going to do the best dotted line that I can. And then you don't even have to use a T-chart anymore, because from that point on, you can start reflecting these points. Now that's on the line. That one's already reflected, but this one is 1, 2 units away, so go 1, 2 units away. Voila! And then I have 5 points. I can draw my curve. And the parabola looks like that. Okay? So the idea is you take the T-chart and you start filling in the points until you can find 2 of them across from each other. If you find 2 of them across from each other, draw that line of symmetry, and then half the work is done. You need to only do half the work. Okay? So feel free to open the next video and we'll check out problem number 6.